What a night, baby. Let's go. Jermaine Johnson is a New York Jet. We're talking all about it. Let's hit it and get it started. Hit it! Live from Las Vegas, this is the Jake Asman Show. Short and sweet. Let's dive in. What a move. What a move. This all worked out in the end. I was a little down at the beginning of the night. There's no doubt. I didn't love the Sauce Gardner pick. I wanted a pass rusher. I said, Kayvon Thibodeau's there. You got to take him. But look, Joe Douglas knows more than I do. The man nailed it. Because by taking Sauce Gardner at 4, you got arguably the best cornerback in the draft. Then at 10, the debate is, you take Jermaine Johnson at 10 because, well, you really need a pass rusher on Robert Saleh's defense. No, you get the receiver to help Zach Wilson. That was the right pick. I was very happy if you go back to my reaction video after they took Wilson at 10. But then to make the move as Jermaine Johnson somehow starts to slide, for him to actually be there is truly unbelievable. I cannot believe the Jets were able to pull this off. Let me fix Jermaine Johnson's name on my key card here. I mean, holy crap. What a deal by Joe Douglas and the Jets. They have had a phenomenal night. They have killed this draft. I can't say enough good things about it. If it sucked, you guys know I'd be the first to tell you about it. But, I mean, wow. I am speechless. People here saw me going crazy when I saw the Jets traded up. I was hoping and praying this would be the move. The reality is this team had 2 major needs coming into tonight. They filled both of them. Wide receiver, I think they got the best receiver in the class. Pass rush, they got one of the best rushers in the class. A guy that they coached up close at the Senior Bowl that they know well. And if there's one thing I could say about Robert Saleh, he knows edge rushers. So if he thinks he's the guy, then I got to put my faith in Saleh identifying that guy. That'll be perfect in his defense. But for the Jets to swing this trade and only have to give up one of their second-round picks, I mean, how could you not like this if you're a Jet fan right now? You got the best corner at 4. You got arguably the, best receiver at 10, depending on who you talk to, and now you make the move to come back into round 1 to get the edge. You filled every need. You kept your second-round pick, and I love this move. And I got to be honest, I didn't know how I was feeling so far. You see A.J. Brown get traded, and you're thinking, man, the Jets couldn't get him. But I'll take collectively what the Jets did tonight over the Debo trade or the, an A.J. Brown move, because I just think value-wise, they did a great job crushing it. They really did. The trade-up, I think, makes total sense. I think if you're a Jet fan, you got to be incredibly encouraged about what we have seen so far. So, look, at the end of the day, we all know it's going to come down to winning games. It's going to come down to Zach Wilson. But for now, let's enjoy tonight, because this was a great move to get up there and get Jermaine Johnson where they did. I mean, I didn't think it was possible. We heard buzz this week about Jermaine Johnson going as early as 4 to the Jets. Now, I didn't buy that, but I mean, wow, what a move for them to go out there and come away with Gardner, Wilson, and Johnson. Gardner, Wilson, and Johnson. That's a hell of a haul, man. And you only had to trade pick 35, 69, and 163. That's worth it to come away with 3 players in the first round. And this was something that I talked a lot about, going into this week and really the weeks leading up. I always felt like the Jets were going to come back into the first round. Now, the player I thought they could have been targeting, unfortunately, went a couple picks before they were on the clock, in Tyler Linderbaum. But well, actually, not even a couple picks. The Ravens took him with the pick right before the Jermaine Johnson scenario. But you know what? Jermaine Johnson, to me, is the better player in this spot for the Jets than even Linderbaum would have been. So, I mean, I'm speechless. I am without speech. I did not think it'd be possible for them to get Jermaine Johnson at number 26. I thought it was either him or Wilson at 10, and then the Jets were going to have to scramble if they took Johnson at 10 and try and come up for Olave or Burks. I mean, all these receivers are flying off the board. No surprise there. It's just crazy what we have seen so far. I mean, wow. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. So let's open it up. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll get to as many as possible. And then after the first round is done, I'm going to create a separate video. All you guys come back live. We'll go live for about an hour. Q&A, come on screen. We'll put the link on. We'll answer your calls. We'll do all that. But, I mean, what a night. Thomas says this was a great draft. Good things come to those who wait. I mean, there's no knock on this draft. Now, if you go back and watch my initial reaction on the Sauce pick, I don't want to say I was upset. I wasn't upset. I was underwhelmed. I just felt like he's a great player, but I wanted Thibodeau. I wanted the rush. I didn't think when I was doing that video we were going to be sitting here with Jermaine Johnson being there at number 26. I mean, every time for the last I've been watching this whole draft here from inside this media room adjacent to the stage right outside. And every time a new team was on the clock, we said, Well, this team would make perfect sense for Jermaine Johnson. I cover the Texans. We said when the Texans moved back from 13 to 15, they'd be in prime position to get Jermaine Johnson. For him to fall to 26, I mean, man, let's go win some games. That's what it comes down to now. Let's go. Yoitz Vin says, LFG, best first round in forever, A+ for JD. I mean, yeah, you got to be pumped. John says, basically have 3 top 11 picks. Sure feels that way, don't it? I mean, my God. Sauce and Jermaine Johnson on defense. Wilson to Wilson now on offense. And then the reality is, even in this trade with the Titans, yes, you gave up, you gave up some significant draft capital, but you still have a second-round pick. And in the deal with the Titans, you swapped 69 essentially for 101, and then you threw in 163. This is what you do when you have a premium amount of picks. You trade picks to get proven players or players that are super high on your board. The Jets needed to come away in this draft with impactful players, and, I mean, they've come away with 3 of them. I think you could argue they got the number 1 corner in the class, they got the number 1 receiver in the class, and they probably got the 3rd or 4th best edge rusher, depending on who you talk to. There are some that think Jermaine Johnson's the best edge rusher in the class. I got to be fair. That was not me. I thought that was Aiden Hutchinson, then Kayvon Thibodeau. But Jermaine Johnson was very high on my list, as you guys know. So to come away with him at 27 or 26, excuse me, just incredible. VR, A+ draft. David, we did it. We did it. Just a hell of a night. Tony says, Jake, I told you this isn't the same old Jets. Corner, wide receiver, edge. They're hitting the needs. Rat Diddy with a super chat. LFG. Hell yeah. Ryan, best first round possible. Let's get to this. 20 buckaroos from Paul. Thank you, Paul. Best draft I could ever imagine. Had me on the edge of my seat. JD bronze statue should be put outside MetLife. Get a drink on me. Paul, I'm in Vegas. Your money will go right to the alcohol I plan on consuming when we're done with the YouTube tonight. Thank you. Appreciate you. DeGoat checks in. The Jets won the draft. It's nice to not lose a draft for once. That's for sure. Matt says, feels so much better. I think we all could love the Sauce pick a lot better now, too. Not that I didn't love him as a player. I just love what they did post Sauce Gardner. And I got to talk to Sauce Gardner. I went down to his press conference, and we were chopping it up when he was at the podium, which was pretty cool. He said that he watched Darrelle Revis versus Calvin Johnson highlights last night because he just had a feeling the Jets were going to take him at number 4. He knows he's going to be compared to Darrelle. He doesn't have to be Darrelle Revis. All right? He doesn't have to be Darrelle Revis, but I think Sauce Gardner is going to be a heck of a player. Primetime Jay says, was consideration for JJ at 4, get him at 26, Joe D, the Prophet home run draft baby. Yeah, look, there's one thing we know about Joe Douglas. We know he's great at making trades, and he's great at navigating the draft board. Now, they got to win games this year, guys. We all understand that. But for tonight, let's enjoy it because they went out there and they added 3 big-time players to this team. They desperately needed a night like tonight. And they still have a high second-round pick tomorrow night to use, which is huge as well. So, I mean, what a move. Rich Rise, JETS, Jets. Yeah, I mean, you got to feel great. Look out, AFC East. The Rush said, and you were freaking out earlier, LOL, trust in JD. Look, I want to make it very clear. When you do an instant reaction video, I don't have time to gather my thoughts and be rational. So I was down on the Sauce pick from the standpoint I wanted Thibodeau, and then he goes to the Giants with the pick. I didn't think Jermaine Johnson was possible. All right, I'm glad they got Wilson. I'm glad they got Johnson. I think now at 38, there's a lot of options for the Jets. You go in linebacker. Do we double up on receiver? George Pickens potentially. I mean, you could also go, obviously, defensive tackle could certainly be a need. Linebacker could be there. Nakobe Dean is still on the board. Could the Jets get Nakobe Dean at 38, as our guy Justin here with the Super Chat mentions? Alex says, hit it. All right, we'll hit it for you, Alex. I mean, we got to hit it. On a night like tonight, let's get some Ron Middleton. I imagine this was Ron Middleton in the New York Jets draft room when they picked Jermaine Johnson.
If it don't move, hit it. And if you're not sure, guess what? Hit it.
That's right. We're going to definitely hit it. Rich says, JD's a freaky talent evaluator. Max, that's how you rebuild. Yeah. Thank the Texans for taking Stingley. Yeah, look, Derek Stingley Jr. has a chance to be a great player. My thing with him going at 3 to the Texans, and I said it on radio all week, if you're at number 3, do you want to take a prospect that has injury risk? I don't know if you can afford that. I would have taken Sauce Gardner because I think Sauce Gardner is the more it probably has the higher floor, I would say. Like Stingley could be a risk, whatever. I think they both could be good. They're always going to be compared to each other, though, that's for sure, going back-to-back in the draft. Luigi checks in with a super chat. Thank you, Luigi. This is what I thought may happen. Pick the cornerback, load up on the defensive end class, and grab Wilson. Wow. Calvin says, you predicted trading back up but got edge instead of receiver. Yeah, they did. They did the opposite. After they made the pick at 4, I said they're probably going to take either Jermaine or Garrett Wilson at 10 and then trade back in for the position they didn't get. I thought they would maybe take Johnson at 10 because I thought, Sal would be pounding the table to get him. But to make the moves they made and then come away with the 3 players they did and still obviously maintain their flexibility in the second round, how do you not love this if you're a Jet fan? Seriously, I'd love to find the negative aspect of tonight. I don't think you can. And the Jets haven't had too many nights like this. So, Jet fans, you guys deserve it. Rat Diddy. Jake, have a shot on me. Rat Diddy, you're the man. You're the man. Appreciate you, Rat Diddy. Thanks so much. Mitchell says, JD's playing chess while other GMs are playing checkers. 1189 says, Chad Muma at 38. Man, crazy. Let's keep going here. If you got a super chat, I'll get to those first. And then reminder, thank you to all 400 of you watching this live right now. Please hit the like button down below. We'll get to some super chats. The next video we do will be an instant reaction video to the whole night. And we'll take calls. We'll have you guys on the screen. In fact, I might start that video like maybe when we're at pick 31, pick 32. So we'll do a couple more with this one here, and then make sure you guys all come over for the post-game show where we're breaking it all down. Matthew Siegel says, he's been blowing up my phone all night, Matthew Siegel. Jake Asman, go put 10 on number 3 and roulette. Venmo inbound because we got 3 starters. I love it. USRD says, we got to get the most views ever. We might. Anthony says, you called it getting back into the late first. Yeah, I thought it could have been for Linderbaum. I thought it could have been for Nakobe Dean. I got to be honest, though. I don't think anyone thought it was going to be for Jermaine Johnson. Also, what the heck are the Packers doing in this draft here? They're taking Devontae Wyatt over any wide receiver. I just saw that pick happen. Man, let's get an update here on the board. I want to take a look to see what's available for the Jets. Devin Lloyd going to the Jaguars. That was a good pick, trading up for him. New England here at 29. Chiefs at 30. Cincinnati 31. Vikings at 32. There's some good football players that are going to be available tomorrow, folks. There's going to be some good football players. Sam L says, Brees at 38 can get real spicy. I don't think they go running back that high, Sam, but we'll see. I think Lewis Seen is still in play for the Jets. Taquan Brisker is still in play for the Jets. Jalen Petrie, I would say, is still in play for the Jets. Man, they got some options, man. I'm just thrilled I'm in Vegas, man. Great place to be. What a night. What a night. Green Empire Lawn Care with a super chat. He cuts the line. So far, A-plus draft. Yeah, I mean, they turned, as Andrew says here, let's get his comment on the screen. He nails it. They turned Jamal Adams into a future All-Pro and Elijah Vera Tucker. And the guy I said all along was my number 1 receiver. I'll own it if he's not good. But I thought it was a great pick. Garrett Wilson, man. Wilson. The Jets are going to stretch the field this year. You're going to have a receiving corps of Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis on the outside, and then you're going to have the scenario where you have Elijah Moore who could do both in the slot and the outside. Also, one thing that I love so much about Garrett Wilson's game, the guy can play inside and outside. He's versatile. I think that's what LaFleur likes in his offense, so I love it. What a night. What a night. All right, jersey giveaway time. I want to make this announcement because now the Jets have 3 players in the first round. Thanks to BUSR, my official sports book, we're giving away a Jets jersey of a player of your choice. So they made 3 picks in the first round tonight. Do you want a Sauce jersey? Do you want a Garrett Wilson jersey? Do you want a Jermaine Johnson jersey? All you have to do to be entered in the contest is sign up at busr.com/Asman. Sign up, make your initial deposit. 1 lucky winner randomly selected. I'll announce it on Sunday when I get back to Houston to do the show. 1 lucky winner will get the jersey. So thanks to BUSR for supporting. They're the best sportsbook, man. I can't say enough great things about them. So they partnered up with me on this, and I think we're going to make some Jet fans' day with this jersey. So it could be Sauce, could be Garrett Wilson, could be Jermaine. It's your choice. You let us know, and we'll make that happen here. Mike says, how about a running back? Algier from BYU next pick. Yeah, a running back certainly in play. I don't think it'd be in the second round. Let's see. Sales Guy Q, you want to come on the show here? You're in the camera shot, so I figured I would just bring you on. You don't want to be on the program here?
Sure.
What are your thoughts on the Jets draft?
Incredible. I mean, they've absolutely had an incredible draft. I'm not even lying. I mean, you know this. I'm a Chiefs fan, and I really have thought that the Jets have positioned themselves to compete in the AFC East for years to come. And I mean, it starts with this draft, and of course they have to produce, and they have to win games, but they've had an amazing draft.
What was it like watching me in real time react to Jets draft picks?
It's been great. I actually just walked by Jermaine Johnson about 5 seconds ago, and everyone was cheering him as he was walking down the hallway. A lot of Jets fans here in the media.
Ton of Jet fans here. Ton of Jets fans here. Jet fans in general. Met a couple of you guys out in Vegas already today, which has been quite the experience here. What happened to my live stream here? Did I just get knocked off the air? Are we live right now? I can't see. My internet just froze. I don't even know if I'm. Oh, I think we got it back now. I think we're back. All right. All gas says Sauce. Let me catch up on some comments here. I just lost it there. Brian Z says, you called it, Jake. You said they trade up and get 3 first-round picks, 3 positions in need. Yeah, look, I can't sit here and say corner was a huge need. It was a need, though. I'm not going to downplay it, right? The Jets corner room obviously doesn't have, a player like Sauce Gardner, but the way they did it surprised me. Like, yes, I did predict they would have come away with 3 players in the first round. I just felt like that was something the Jets would do. But I'm going to be real with you, Brian. I mean, I didn't see Jermaine Johnson coming to 26. I cannot believe how good Joe Douglas is at reading the board, man. Now, they got to win games, but enjoy tonight. Like anyone that's trying to poo-poo tonight that's not a Jet fan, go screw. Because, we deserve a night like tonight, all right? Like, you have real competent management from your GM on down. And that's something we have not been able to say in 11 years. Appreciate you guys telling me I'm still here. My internet froze. Luckily, I'm hardline internet here, so I got better internet than 90% of the media here because I brought my own equipment to be make sure I can bring you guys live content. So we'll keep going here. Albert, super chat. JJ can play linebacker too. Is that true? I mean, maybe. He's going to go out there and play off the edge, though. He's playing opposite Carl Lawson, and those two guys, their job is to kick the crap out of an opposing quarterback. That's their job. So that's what it's all about. What a night, says Jim Jocelyn. Hell yeah. Jets are killing it. Hell yeah, they are. Linebacker or safety at 38. Yeah, linebacker or safety at 38 certainly seems like a logical play for this team. Certainly. I would wonder, too, is there another position they could maybe take that they haven't? I think defensive tackle, if there's someone they love, could be in play at 38. Don't be surprised if they do that. But linebacker and safety at 38 seems like the play. I'll give you a guy I want. I want Lewis Cine if he's there. It seems like he's still there as of now. Maybe he makes it. I'm not sure. There's going to be quite the run on safeties, though, tomorrow. Cole Strange goes to the Patriots here from Chattanooga. And Cody Stutes, my radio partner, is hysterically laughing at that Pats pick. You don't like it? He says, that's terrible. They suck. So, unbiased opinion from a non-Jet fan. Cody Stutes saying that pick by the Patriots sucks. 1189 says, why do you think they took Sauce over Kayvon? Honestly, 1189, I think Sauce could have been the second highest player on their board. That's why. I think they went by the board. I think they looked at it like we have a bunch of DNs we really like, and we think we can get one of them. So I think that's it. Now, I would have taken Kayvon, but I was operating under the premise that if they took Kayvon, they were taking Kayvon at 4 because he wasn't going to be there at 26. Or Johnson, I should say, wasn't going to be there at 26. Primetime Jay says, hit on all my BUSR bets along with a fantastic round 1. Look forward to round 2. Scene or Dean, be a dream. Have a couple shots for me, Jake. LFG. Primetime Jay, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thanks for betting with BUSR. I'm glad you hit on your bets. I think my laptop here is frozen, man. I'm trying with the internet here, but it keeps going in and out. We're still live right now. Let's see. Cole Strange is a bust. I hope you're right, Jets forever, because he's a Patriot. Anthony D says, Jake, I'm happy you're happy and that Jet fans are happy, but let's pump the brakes. It's April. Anthony, you got to be happy, brother. There's no need to pump the brakes the night of the draft. We all understand this team needs to go out there and win games. But if you can't enjoy a night like tonight, when you come away with 3 impact players like what the Jets just did, oh, Q's a Chiefs fan. Let's watch him react. Karlaftis, the pick for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's get a Chiefs fan instant reaction. Your thoughts?
Incredible. Makes up for the first pick. Incredible.
Can I get a real draft expert on the show? Cody, come on down here. Talk to the 500+ people watching on YouTube. Let's get NFL draft analyst Cody Stutes' opinion on the NFL draft tonight. And then I'll do another video. We'll wrap up here and do another post-game show. But while I have Cody here, we'll bring them on. Michael, we'll get to your super chat here. What happens in Vegas is the best Jets draft I've witnessed in my time. We've seen a lot of shitty ones. Let's be real. So this is pretty nice. Cody, you're with us now. Cody Stutes, resident draft guru. Your thoughts on the New York Jets draft?
Yeah, really good players and still got some ammunition to go get some more. Look, first rounders are great. That's not where the team is like ultimately totally constructed, but you get a bunch of guys that kick a bunch of ass. I mean, what are you going to be mad about? Like, you got probably the best cornerback from the jump. Now, could he end up being like, here's a scenario too. Like, both guys can be good.
Both can be amazing.
Yeah.
If Stingley's healthy, he's going to be good. There's no way he's not good.
Yeah, exactly. So both guys could be really good. The Jermaine Johnson thing, I guess you could call him a one-year wonder or whatever. The pressure rate's not great, but okay. There's been guys that didn't have great pressure rates, didn't have great success, and what did Robert Saleh do? He coached them up. So like, that's a really nice selection there. And then Wilson, Jameson Williams is my favorite, but the Jets want to win a little bit sooner than Jameson Williams can help them. So Garrett Wilson helps them now. It's fantastic, man.
All right, your biggest takeaway, non-Jets related from tonight. What has been the biggest shocker? What has stood out?
This wide receiver draft is going to be really weird. It feels a little bit like that year where like Will Fuller and the kid from TCU went, and like there was like a bunch of wide receiver run like in the late 20s, and like ultimately like all of them sucked. Like I think there's a high chance that a bunch of these wideouts stink, even though they all went high. And trades are more fun than ever in the NFL. Teams are way more willing to trade, and I think that's a genesis of young general managers that want to be aggressive and move around. Old guys don't want to move around. I mean, Dave Gettleman took him 50 years or whatever to make one trade back. Young guys want to move around, be aggressive. Some guys want to accumulate picks, and some guys want to say screw the picks and go get really good players.
A lot of people watching probably do watch the Wheelhouse on ESPN Houston. Thoughts on what the Texans did tonight?
Safe. I mean, Stingley turns out to be a good player. Like, if the concern's just injury, trust your staff. Richard Sherman told Bleacher Report that Stingley's the second best cornerback to ever come out of, or second best DB to ever come out of LSU behind only Tyrann Mathieu. That's a hell of a compliment when you think about DBU to some people. And then Kenyon Green, I don't love offensive linemen in the first round, but the guy's going to play at left guard immediately, and hopefully the Texans have found a left guard solution. They haven't had one since Wade Smith 15 years ago.
You're a Titus Howard guy, though. So now you have Titus at right tackle, Laramie Tunsil at left tackle, Kenyon Green at left guard. They got better tonight.
Yeah, if you can't figure it out with these guys, blow it all out and let Kenyon Green just pick his spot next year and have 4 new guys with him or something. If you can't figure it out with these guys, you're never going to figure it out.
All right, where are we going for dinner tonight once we wrap up all our post-draft responsibilities?
I don't know. I may fall asleep at the table. I don't know if I'm making it to dinner.
You're making it. He's Cody Stutes, everybody. Follow him on Twitter at Cody_Stutes. All right, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I want you guys to join me. I'm going to make a new video here on StreamYard. Give me about 5 to 8 minutes, and I'm going to put together a post-analysis video. I'll go live. I want to take calls. I want to hear from Jet fans on camera. We'll do questions, comments. We'll look ahead tonight, too. I want to get to this one super chat I saw from Albert, because super chats always cut the line on this show. And he says, JJ won his matchup versus Ike Ekwonu. He did. I don't really care about his pressure rate, because I know the Jets love him. So I'm in. Jason says, just woke up in Jerusalem. What did I miss? You missed a night where the Jets did something that was smart. They took 3 good football players in the first round. I think that about sums it up. JD was in beast mode tonight, as Leo says here in the comments. All right, guys, here's what I need. If you want to be notified when we go live for the post-night 1 reaction video, hit the subscribe button on the right-hand side of your screen. That's coming up right now, and I will put that all together. Join, react. We'll talk Jets. I'm going to try and get us Cole Thompson. I'm going to try and get us Will Parkinson. There's a bunch of media folks walking around here like Cody was. I might just grab them and say, hey, what'd you think of the Jets draft? So going to be a hell of a time. Look forward to talking to you guys shortly. My name is Jake Asman. If you're new, this is the Jake Asman Show. We continue live from Vegas on YouTube coming up here. Be on the lookout for another video.